Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, the Arbiter, your favorite Time Lord VTuber, the only Time Lord VTuber. I'm back, and we're playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. First off, let me say I'm sorry I haven't been active this week. There's been some stuff going on in my personal life that's kept me indisposed. That might be subject to change, though. I am still behind on editing and uploading, but you know what? I'll probably get that done over this weekend. Let's get everything underway and get Rick on board. Good evening.
Hello, my friend. I had Zoom open in the background, so I closed that to improve performance.
Ah.
I had a Zoom call yesterday, that's why I was on. I didn't turn on my computer yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those programs that don't close completely when you hit the X button. That always seemed sketchy to me.
That's why I didn't get a Mac. Because with Mac, it doesn't close, you close the thing, you have to actually click on the top bar and then click quit application, then it closes.
Oh, gross.
Otherwise it'll just stay. Yeah, that's how Mac works. That's why I was never on a Mac.
Yeah, thankfully Linux, if you close the X button, it quits the program completely.
Hey, Windows does it as well. It's just some apps have a feature where if you enable it, it can stay on in case you want to come back in quickly, but that's only a handful of applications. Not every app does that.
What's this? Legacy of the Sith story will conclude in Update 7.99, Legacy Reborn. Dangerous fringe groups rise in the dark corners of the galaxy, and Darth Malgus pursues an unknown plan. Unravel these mysteries and more as your choices continue to shape the galaxy. Track your story progress in the Eras window. Interesting. So yeah, for those of you, because I haven't revealed this to everyone, so far the only people who I've mentioned it to are Rick here and my good friend Chibi. I lost my job on Monday. Good news is, I have a job interview coming up next Monday.
Wow, that was fast. You're already interviewing again?
Yeah. I got a phone. It's so funny how it happened too. I was laying in bed on Thursday morning, and I get a phone call, and I get a lot of spam calls. So my first instinct was to dismiss the call, but something told me this call was not a typical spam call, and against my better judgment, I answered, and it turns out that an old security company that I applied for a job for way back between my leaving the sunscreen operation and starting at Stanford, like, had me on their file, and they have an opening, and they want me to come in for an interview on Monday.
That's actually really funny, you know, because earlier this week I applied for a paralegal role at a law firm in my home state. Granted, I didn't get the role, but I was able to get in contact with the hiring manager. I actually met her before I applied, and she encouraged me to do so because they didn't have like a degree requirement for the role, which is kind of interesting because I looked at paralegal roles at other companies, and they do have degree requirements and they have experience requirements, but when it came to the specific role, they didn't have that, so I went ahead and applied. I didn't get the role ultimately. Well, it was open for 2 months. I gave it a shot, but like, basically she told me that, hey, if there's opening in the future, we'll let you know, and then, so that's an option there. Alright, I guess we can start with this guy since he's right here.
Yeah.
Plus, this one's a
They
time
give you a
quest, so.
success probability this time?
Yeah, and you don't want to know the numbers. Hey, I heard we had a strike team in the area. Maybe this is our lucky day. Bad intel almost got my guys killed trying to assault the Rendili Vehicle Corporation. Give us a hand, I'd owe you big time.
I presume there's a good reason we're after a vehicle corporation.
When the Empire took over Rendili, the personnel managed to evacuate, but they left behind some of the fastest shuttles in the galaxy.
Suckers are quick as a hot double deal. They'd be huge for supply and reinforcement runs.
Except intel missed the whole army of mercenaries the Empire stationed there. So now we gotta get clever. We have a plan to steal those shuttles on the sly, but we'll need help with access and diversion.
I'm curious to hear what you have in mind.
There's a tunnel my men can use to infiltrate the warehouse, but the door's locked from inside. If you're gonna help, first thing is to fight your way in and unlock that door.
Next, we need a diversion. Blowing the fuel depot outside should do the trick.
Then we'll fly those shuttles out from under their noses. What do you think?
Unlock the door from inside, then blow the fuel depot. Consider it done.
They'll never know what hit them. We'll be watching for the diversion.
All
Trying
right.
to slice some power cables. Where?
And then I
Yeah,
got
so-
more writing done this week as well.
I see. I've been making progress in the editing. I'm only about 6 pages in, but because chapter 2 is just so long, so it's good. And there was a lot of exposition at the start. Once the action kicked in, that's when the pacing got a lot better.
Yeah, unfortunately there was some necessary setup.
I understand why, because you're introducing this world and stuff. It just took a bit to read through. It was a lot of dense thing, and also a couple places where I think there were a couple like bit running on for my liking. But okay, where's this? Oh, where's the quest?
The quest seems to
Oh, here
be
it is.
to the
Oh, it's in the
northwest.
We gotta go this way, actually.
Okay, I figured we'd just help out the troops over here by taking out these goons.
True. What's this?
There were some soldiers at a barricade that were under fire. I stopped to help them out.
Oh, looks like you're almost done. That was fast.
Yeah.
Huh, you're on quest points.
Yeah, the chapter length in the story is kind of inconsistent. There's like one chapter that's only 8 pages long, and then there's, I think the longest chapter as of yet is 20 pages long, and that's basically the payoff to an entire arc that was set up.
Are you sure? Because I'm reading through chapter 2, and that just chapter 2 by itself is 26 pages.
Oh, okay, maybe I was mistaken.
Well, yeah, I know this because I actually copy-pasted chapter 2 into a separate document. Well, one, your table of contents helped as well, and two, once I copy-pasted, I proved that, yeah, this thing is pretty long. I think it's a little bit longer in chapter 1, actually. Oh, hang on. Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't know that chapter 2 was 26 pages long. Hey, man, watch streak reached. Currently on a 7-stream streak. Watch party, hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, we still gotta head to that mission area.
Oh, you must have gone a different way than me.
Yeah, I'm figuring I'm going north through the casino because it's faster that way.
That's the smart move. I was about to take the long way around when you pulled me over.
Well, yeah, why are you gonna waste time going in a giant circle where you can literally go up straight and then take a left?
Because my brain didn't put 2 and 2 together.
No, that's because you saw enemies you wanted to fight and then you completely forgot about the quest we literally just did like 5 seconds ago. Anyhow, today was actually free donut day at Dunkin'. If you got a drink of any size, you got a free donut. I was unable to participate because I had so many errands today, I had nothing to do what I wanted to get done. So first, my older sister was having issues at her house where for some reason the internet is not reaching upstairs properly in her house. It was kind of weird. The cable company did a couple things, but I didn't really understand how the house was set up from their cable thing. Like, they have the same program we do, but I don't understand their setup, so I wasn't able to help as efficiently. And then, so they did their thing and they left. Everything seemed fine when I was there, but apparently there's issues again, so, you know, who knows there. And then, after that, I had to wait for the oil guy to show up because they came this morning while they were doing the thing at my sister's house, but they came back again because they wanted to verify for some reason. Thankfully, by the time they got there, both my parents were there, so they took care of that stuff. And then after that, I had to cut the grass because apparently the back needs to be cut, even though it barely looks different. So I just did a quick run through. That took I started like 5 o'clock. It's about an hour. I took the dog out right before he did his thing, and then after that, I had dinner, and then I just started watching trailers in Summer Game Fest. So by the time I finished, the time we started to stream, Dunkin's already closed, so too late for that. I got plenty of minutes. Oh!
I
How are you guys?
I think the nearest Dunkin' Donuts is in El Cajon, which is like 2 towns over. So, yeah,
I thought you were in El Cajon.
No, I'm in Alpine.
Oh.
El Cajon is my former town of residence. Holy shit, I'm dropping like a sack of rocks.
Ooh, this is a tough area.
I might need to use 100% of my power here.
I'm surprised you didn't do it already.
Well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, I don't need it.
Yeah, we better hurry, because we only got like 2 hours to get this thing done. Oh no, we have 11 hours.
I highly doubt that this quest is going to take up our entire session. Why can't I meditate?
That's because you're in combat.
Oh, there we go. Now it's letting me. Alright, let me go into my inventory and equip my second lightsaber, my Shoto. I wish the handle on the Shoto was a little bit shorter.
It happens. Alright, let's get back in there.
Oh, and he stunned me. That's real nice.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. They say you're gonna take a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, I am cleaning house on this guy now that I'm using 100% of my power.
Okay, we're gonna have to fight like one enemy at a time because this is absolutely crazy. But they're all in groups, so that's the problem. So once you trigger one, you get them all.
That guy's approaching us, so maybe we'll be able to draw his aggro only? Yeah, it's work. Oh, nope, I spoke too soon.
Well, we got some damage on the first guy.
Oh yeah, I have a word of advice for any of you looking for a place to grab a burger. Do not get a burger at Denny's. I had a cheeseburger at Denny's earlier this week, and it was like I did not want to finish that burger.
Bro, you know, when I was a kid, I used to only eat like plain burgers because for some reason I like cheese as a kid, and so I went to Denny's to get a plain burger, and it was the worst burger I ever had. I just started eating burgers for a year because of it, and then I got the cheeseburgers, and the rest is history.
I went to McDonald's last night too, and man, they were having a really off day. They got like, so the fries were cold.
What?
Yeah, the fries I got were room temperature at best, and some were outright cold. Problem number 2, they got my order wrong. The burger was supposed to be a triple cheeseburger plain, and I got ketchup and onions and not on it. Problem number 3, they had given me a Coca-Cola regular when I asked for a Diet Coke. Oh, and they also put ice in it when I asked for no ice. And
did you order at the drive-thru or you order like at the counter?
The restaurant itself was locked, but the drive-thru was open, so I ordered through the drive-thru. And on top of all that, usually my order exists as a combo, and I had to argue with the person at the window saying, I'm pretty sure that the triple cheeseburger has a combo meal. Are you absolutely sure? And after like a back and forth, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're right. There is a combo for the triple cheeseburger. So that was just like a really off night for them.
It's literally on the menu. How do you not know what's on the menu?
I'm guessing whoever was working there, it was their first day.
Oh, I can tell. That's a pretty... Well, if somebody's their first day, there should be someone training them so they know how to operate. Unless they're coming back on training. Alright, let's keep moving forward. Check this way.
There, good as new.
Yeah, I'm guessing, and I can't prove this, it's just a theory. My bet would be that they're having an AI train their new staff.
Oh.
But again, it's just a guess. I have no evidence for this.
Yeah, AI can't really train people. That's not really what it's for.
Well, no, it's not what it's for, but that doesn't rule out corporations being skull-fuckingly incompetent and trying to do it anyway.
I know they tried using AI at the drive-thru. That did not go very well.
Carl's Jr. still does it.
Oh, that's stupid. Do you know that Hardee's and Carl's Jr. actually own part of the same corporation?
Yeah, they're literally the same thing.
I mean, to be fair, they started different, but... And there were attempts to actually merge the brands or get them across both countries, but from what I saw, it just didn't work.
I also did a fruit run for my mom on yesterday evening. Apparently there was this person that my mom knows who sells fruit locally, and she had me drive down to that person's neighborhood and pick up the fruit for her on her behalf. This is bad.
Got you covered.
Much appreciated. Oh, somehow I'm healing.
That's because my friend is healing you. My Padawan, I should say.
I find it funny how the game makes you a Jedi Master before you get a Padawan, but I get a Padawan like right around the end of the Coruscant arc. Oh, it turns out, so I found out the ending for my class's campaign.
Why would you look that up? I want to see.
I didn't intentionally look for that. I found it by complete accident. But it did clarify something for me. I am not yet a Jedi Master.
Really? After all that story, you're still just a knight.
Yes.
Did you train Kira to knighthood?
Yeah, I trained Kira to knighthood. And interestingly, if you are aligned to the dark side for the campaign, you will be refused the rank of master.
I have no surprise there.
I don't know if I will also be refused because refused the rank of master because of my relationship with Kira.
Well, it depends on your light side affinity.
Right.
And your affinity. As long as you're light side and dark, you'll probably get the good end.
Yeah, I am on the highest rank of light alignment, so.
Oh yeah, me too. And actually, funnily enough, I've not made a single dark side decision in my entire playthrough.
Funny enough, neither has this character.
So the miniature Kira didn't count as dark side?
No, it did not. Neither did the flirting.
I like over the flirting options they put flirting in the box.
Yeah. I do feel bad about one of my past decisions, though. If you remember way back when we started this, there were two Padawans whose masters suspected they were in a romantic relationship. And if you recall, I actually told the Jedi Masters that, yes, they are in fact in a romantic relationship. I feel like a fucking hypocrite for ratting on them.
I think that's the quest we did together, actually.
Yeah.
I was the one that chose that option.
Yeah, but I also selected that dialogue, so.
Oh, how come you picked that one? Was it? Oh, this is before you met Kira, right?
Yes, it was 1 before I met Kira, and 2, like, that one actually does get you dark side points if you lie about it.
Yeah, because the funny thing is the Jedi aren't 100 against relationships. Their official stance is that if you do get into a relationship, you would have to leave the Order.
Which is a relatively recent change at this point in the timeline, too, because the Jedi Knight, oh god, what was Andor Sunrider, was actually married to a woman named Nomi Sunrider, who, and they had a child together, and Nomi would go on to become Grand Master of the Order. And that happened like a few hundred years before this game.
What, the rule change, or...?
No, the fact that those two were married and had a child and all that. So the rule change is probably even more recent than that.
So did you ever figure out when that change occurred in the EU?
No. I wish I knew, though. And I mean, the real-world explanation for as to why that happened is because Tales of the Jedi was written in the early 90s, before the Phantom Menace had come out, and before Attack of the Clones. And even then, Phantom Menace didn't say Jedi can't have romantic relationships. It just said that it just hinted at, like, possessive relationships could be a problem. It was only in Attack of the Clones where it was explicitly stated that romantic attachments are frowned upon.
Now I could see why the logic of the Jedi Order at the time, because like if you had a relationship, it could lead you to be biased towards that person, especially in a situation that could alter the fate of the galaxy, like, kind of like what we saw in Episode 3. And as we know, because of Anakin's fears surrounding Padme's potential fate, or lack thereof, it ultimately culminated in the fall of the Jedi Order, the fall of the Republic, and the complete tyranny of the galaxy.
Yeah, but... okay, this is why the no attachments rule is dumb. If the Jedi hadn't had that rule about attachments, it would take away all of Palpatine's leverage to manipulate Anakin.
Well, here's the kicker, though. You know, and like I mentioned before, it's not that Anakin couldn't be in a relationship. He just couldn't be in a relationship while also being a Jedi. The issue there was he wanted to have his cake and eat it too, and that's ultimately what culminated his downfall.
Right, but again, I just think the rule's really dumb, because had that not been the case, things would have played out entirely differently. Because all of Anakin's motivation to work for Palpatine was driven by the fear of their relationship being discovered by the Jedi and being cast out of the Order or whatever happens.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, if Anakin either never met Padme or never had feelings for her, that wouldn't have happened either.
Here's the problem with that logic, though. If not Padme, there is the possibility it would have been some other girl.
Okay, but aside from Padme, who else could have gotten closer to Anakin to even lead that way?
Ahsoka.
Yeah, but that's his Padawan.
Right, but Kira's my Padawan, so...
yeah, okay, it's one thing if you're dating someone, like, completely outside the Order. Dating someone within the Order, especially one that's, like, you're kind of responsible over, and during that time period, no less, that would have gotten both of them exposed. Because at least in the first scenario, only Anakin would have to leave. If he dated, like, someone he was training, then they would both have to go. That would be unfair to the other person.
Right. This is why I like the funny thing is, if you remember, there was a splinter group of Jedi who actually allowed marriage, and Anakin actually met with them, and it's like the only reason he didn't, like, reach out to them was because continuity demanded. Oh, hold up! What the hell is this?
A lightsaber.
Oh wow, one of those hilts. This is the first time I've ever encountered this specific model of hilt on a saber that's dropped for me.
Alrighty then.
But yeah, there were several splinter groups of Jedi that had marriage as a thing, and yeah.
Now for the fuel depot. Let's get out of here. You know, Seth, I've actually heard rumors that Disney... I know this has been repeated a lot, but I have heard recent rumors suggesting Disney might actually cancel this, essentially get rid of the sequel trilogy. But the specific one, what I've heard is that they're going to use the War Between Worlds to effectively move the current sequel trilogy to an alternate timeline, so that way they could make a new sequel trilogy that's hopefully better than the original.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for some months now.
I mean, think about it, right? We got the numbers from Star Wars Day this year, and none of the sequel films made the top 10. It was basically the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the CGI Clone Wars TV show, Andor, Rogue One, and I think The Mandalorian was number 10. But yeah, that was essentially the entire lineup. Like, the only Disney product to make the cut was Rogue One, the only Disney Star Wars movie to make the cut, Andor, which is a prequel to Rogue One, and then Mando, which kind of, started the whole Disney Plus arc in the first place, and to be fair, was a good show up until the third season. Although, funnily enough, I actually found out that Mando and Grogu actually began development as Season 4 of Mando, but then later on, it got retconned away into being... Okay, we gotta figure out where this, where
Destroy the fuel depot? Oh.
Oh, it's here. It's out here. Ah, here it is. It's out here. Interesting. This part's actually outside.
I guess you're even better than they say. I'll be moving out for the rendezvous point in a few.
Did you get the box that says, like, accept or something?
Yeah, I did.
I did not, actually.
That's odd. I know we had the inverse of that last week, where you got it, but I didn't, so... Huh.
Yeah, I saw it, and then it just, like, disappeared. It was really weird.
Maybe maybe since we're in the same session, only one of us needs to accept it for both of us to get it. We are really close to... Wait. Oh, that's a story mission for me. Travel advisory. Let me check my journal really quick. Is travel advisory? That's a world mission. So, do we want to do my mission since we're right here, or do we want to go do travel advisory, which is the second closest?
We can do yours first, right here.
Okay.
Mine's way to the south, so it's way down there.
Ooh, crystals. I apologize for the barking dog if any of you guys are hearing that.
Bark, bark, bark!
Right now, my air conditioning units are not producing cool air, so I have to leave my windows and doors open.
Oh, that sucks, bro. If I had this situation, I don't know if I'd be able to play this game. But it gets pretty hot during the summer, and combined with the heating issues with this thing's been having lately, that's just not a good combination.
You know what's funny? For like a split second, I thought it was still winter over in Connecticut.
Really, dude?
Yes.
We're on the same continent, the same hemisphere.
I know, but here's the problem. California's weather is the same year-round, so I kind of forget that other places have seasons, and like for some reason I feel like since it's always summer here, I forget that it's summer in other places as well.
I see. You know, speaking of weather and leadership, what are your thoughts on the, you know, because right now California's going through its elections, primaries for the midterm elections. What are your thoughts on the results so far?
I'm not optimistic about the California elections. There's so many Republicans that the ballot's probably going to get split, and we're just going to get another filthy fucking Democrat.
Yeah. My concern there is just like, you know, the weirdness. What bothers me about California is just how long it takes to count ballots, not just in comparison to other states in the country, but in comparison to other countries around the. Oh, hold on.
It's him. It's the guy. It's the guy I convinced to become a Jedi.
And he's a Sith again?
Nope. He just saved us from some attack droids.
I hoped we'd meet again. You changed my life on Tatooine, and I never had the chance to thank you. The Empire sent these droids to crush Corellia's resistance fighters. When I learned of the attack, I came to save these people. It's a strange thing, saving lives instead of taking them. But it feels right. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
You've come a long way since the last time I saw you, Lord Praven.
Just Praven. That title doesn't hold any meaning for me anymore.
Master Satele named me Supreme Commander of Jedi Forces. Rendezvous with our reinforcements at these coordinates right away.
Understood. I will see you there.
Man, I'm really... It's really exciting to see all the Jedi that I helped along the story, like, rallying to our cause on this planet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, I will admit. Yeah, now where was I? Yeah. I just noticed how other countries how long it takes to count ballots in California. Like, from what last I checked, I think we're guys either at 56 or 57% for, like, the governor's race.
The count already started?
Dude, it's been going on. Although, oddly enough, it was at 50%, then it dropped to 56, now it's back at 57.
That's incredibly suspect. The last day to turn in your ballot is the 5th of June.
Oh, that's today. Wait, they accept late ballots too?
Yeah.
Oh, that might explain it. At least part of the reason. Man, you guys have a long election cycle.
Yeah, it's sketchy and dirty and... I don't like it, but it's something that I've had... but like all things that I don't like, because I can't change it, I kind of just gotta accept it.
It's kind of crazy, because you guys are more Republicans than the rest of the country.
Yeah, but the Democrats have, like, rigged this country to... this state to be just their absolute stronghold.
It's kind of crazy, too. I was reading a thing in the 90s where a bunch of people voted on a referendum to, like, reform the immigration system, so it wouldn't, like, let in so many, I guess. But then, the courts there actually struck down the votes.
Interesting.
This is like... And that was back in California, was a lot more Republican than it is today. Fascinating villain. I was also watching the Spencer Pratt race in particular because he was getting a lot of hype on social media, and he's doing decent so far. He's still in second place, but I'll keep an eye on that race because I really like this campaign. And you know, if he at least makes it through like this round, it could set a good precedent for how Republicans run in other cities across the nation. Because rather than just focusing on like culture war issues or like you know, the economy and stuff, he just focused on the fact that, hey, I love LA, but LA is trash, there's garbage everywhere, crimes everywhere, if you vote for me, I'll fix it. That's basically his pitch.
That's a good pitch. I'd vote for him.
Yeah, I know you're on LA.
I got my ballot wrong, and so I decided to just not turn it in. I can't be arsed to, like, say, hey, I need a new ballot.
Why not, bro? Don't you want your voice to be heard?
As much as I do, I don't think it will make a difference because it never really has mattered. No one I've voted for in local elections in California has ever gotten elected, with the sole exception of Carl DeMaio.
Who was that again?
He was a Republican talk show host who ran for state assembly and managed to win his bid.
Wait, you said bid, right? What does that mean?
His race. Bid's just another way of saying, like, his attempt to run.
Okay, cool. Did he, I'm assuming went through the primary process. Yeah, because I know you guys have more of a jungle primary type system, right?
Yeah, I think that only applies to the governorship, though. I'm not 100% though.
I would have agreed with you, but I think it applies to LA race as well, because otherwise, you know, there'd be separate races Democrat and Republican, and that does appear to be the case. Whoa! What the hell happened? I was fighting, he just died instantly. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I hit him, but maybe I killed him? I don't know.
Yeah, this guy's taking more of a hit. How is a droid weaker than a person? That doesn't make sense.
The Force be with us.
I have no idea. Wait, that one just died too. What the hell do these what are these droids made out of? Paper?
I guess. Maybe they're like the B1 battle droids.
I think a B1 battle droid might put up more of a fight if I'm being real. I do find it interesting how the Jedi Council let that Sith who turned Jedi keep his red lightsaber.
Is it just me, or does he still have his Sith class?
I think his robes are the same, but his eyes aren't yellow anymore, they're red, which is actually the natural color for pure-blood Siths, like him.
Oh, there's pure-blood Siths?
Yeah, the Sith are actually a species that became a ideology.
Oh. Because I don't recall any, like, Sith species in, like, in the movies.
Yeah, no, that was... The Sith purebloods come from Korriban, that's their home world. And... Wait a minute. I think we need to take care of stuff in this room first.
Yeah, these are souls.
And their origins come from the Golden Age of the Sith comic, where a bunch of fallen Jedi were exiled to Korriban and taught the dark side to the pureblood Sith, creating the Sith Order.
Teamwork grand.
Let's open these cells. You're free!
You saved me! I can't thank you enough!
Be mindful of your safety.
I will. Thank you.
Alright, we got one down, 4 more to go. Oh, there's one
Nice.
right here. Hang on. Oh, you want to do that one first?
Yeah, I was gonna go in like a circular motion.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Let me get over there then. Hang on.
It's about time somebody sprung me. Imps are crawling all over this place, and I haven't taken down a single one. Next we have this one here.
We have a robot in the next section.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, she's cute.
You saved my life. I thought I was dead for sure.
Only doing what was right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we got that big guy over here. Oh, by the way, I'm making a bunch of progress on Breath of the Wild. Because, you know, recently I got a Switch 2, and because I had to switch online, you know, expansion pack, I actually got the Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild for free. I used the expansion pack for that, so I went back and played Breath of the Wild. I mean, I did play the game a lot before, but I never finished it, so I've been going through and completing all the shrines, and I'm currently at 105.
Nice.
Yeah, there are a total of 120 in the game, so I'm only missing 15. And 5 of them are shrine quests I haven't completed yet, so once those are done, that just leaves 10. I know where at least 2 of them are, but I gotta find the other 8.
A rescue? This is more like it. Time for some payback.
Alrighty, on to the next.
Who are you?
I'm here to rescue you.
Thank you. I'll never forget about this.
Alrighty. Bonus mission is complete.
Hell
Now on to the
yeah.
next part.
Oh, look, more of these tinfoil droids.
I get the big boy, you get the little boys. Hey.
Alright, let's go! And there's more of them.
Well, we'll have to kill 8 of them. To get the bonus objective. Hey, Sif.
Yeah.
If you were to pick and choose, what do you think would be more likely to happen within the next 10 years? World War III or Civil War II?
Probably World War III.
Huh. I know, because we like to joke about World War III since, like, the 50s, but, you think we're, like, closer or further away from... If it were to happen, do you think we're, like, closer or further away from Civil War?
I think we're closer to World War III than we were in the 50s or 60s, but I don't think that in this case, World War III would be a nuclear war.
Oh, how do you think it would play out?
I think it would be conventional, conventional weapons and everything short of nuclear bombs.
Ah. So who do you think would make up the factions in such a conflict? I think I found the door. Oh wait, hang on. Did we get everyone? Wait, we need 2 more. Hold up.
Yeah,
Let's walk around a bit.
I think that there would be conflict between Russia and Europe, specifically Western Europe, and maybe parts of Eastern Europe. I feel like Eastern Europe would probably splinter, depending on some wanting to just sync up with Russia because they're bigger and stronger, and they would save themselves a headache, and others would like ally themselves with Western Europe. Whereas America would be fighting on 2 fronts, namely with China and countries in the Middle East that are opposed to Israel.
It's funny you mention that. I've been following up on the conflicts over there lately, and from what I'm seeing, there has been progress on a peace deal. It looks like it would unify basically the entire Middle East against the Iranian Republic. I mean, they kind of did it to themselves and started bombing all their allies, but it's interesting to see. I know we're kind of still in there. We're kind of really... I am paying, with the mods attention, seeing where we're at over there. I will say this, though. The gas price, at least over here, have... Ooh! We got friends.
I think these guys we saw earlier.
Cole Canteris? General Aves sent me to get you out of here.
Just in time, too. I didn't like the looks of those Imperial interrogators. This is Goth, head of the local Solonian Sept. She can get us inside Coronet shipping.
Not anymore. My people are in danger. I am glad to be free, but this has gone too far.
Has something happened to the Solonians?
Empire smelled Solonian betrayal. Now they know we helped Korsek and the Republic. My Sept is trapped. They leave their burrows, the Imperials kill them. They stay, they starve to death.
Even if you swore loyalty to the Empire now, they wouldn't spare your Sept.
Maybe not, but I made them angry. They take revenge on my Sept. We should help them. If you think you can save them, go fast. Our burrows are in the shipyards, hidden in the wreckage. Imperials have my Sept surrounded. They will try to stop you. Keep the Solonians out of the fight.
I'll clear out the Imperials and help as many as I can.
Can't really ask for more than that. Place looks pretty cleared out. Goss and I will get back to the red light sector and meet up with General Aves. The Imperials will hit the Solonians hard once they discover our escape. You better move fast.
And I get a holocron. Both have worse stats than what I already have.
I do too. Alright, let's get out of here. What the heck?
Looks like the imps want a party.
We destroyed you guys. How'd you return?
Somehow, the Imperial Guardsmen returned.
Oh, by the way, there was one other thing I forgot to mention. I was scrolling through Summer Game Pass today. I didn't get a chance to watch the live stream because I had to cut the grass, obviously, but I did get a couple highlight reels. For example, first of all, I can happily confirm we are getting a remake of Code Veronica. That is happening.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, but I've been wanting one since like they started doing like the Ori remakes, and I'm glad they're finally getting around to that. I figured it'd be the next big one since it is part of the canon timeline, so that's a huge one there. And then the other thing is we are getting part 3 of the Final Fantasy VII remake. That's gonna be coming next year to all platforms actually. So this will be the first multi-platform release in the trilogy, which is great because they recently ported both remake and rebirth to Xbox and Switch too. So now they're bringing the final game to all platforms. And then another one is they had Trail Sonic's 35th anniversary, which included more crossover, more Nickelodeon characters like TMNT and Avatar. And then after that, oh, by the way, the Last Ronin video game is officially back in development. It was soft canceled a couple years back, but they brought it back, and now Platinum Games is working on it. And actually, Paramount started a new games division.
Wow.
So now they're going to be publishing games directly.
I hope that game that was in that got canceled and then brought back does okay. Usually that tends to leave games doing pretty badly when they're in development hell like that. Chibi in the chat, the blonde Jedi dude looks like Homelander. Scary. Oh, that's mine. That's me. What, I look like Homelander? I mean, white and gold aren't really Homelander's colors, are they?
That's Starlight's color scheme, actually.
And I'm not evil enough to be Homelander.
Either version of Homelander. Well, depends. The TV show of Homelander is definitely a sympathetic guy. The one in the comics is more of a tragic figure. He was basically just a normal, average-ish hero who's driven insane by this clone who was just created to, like, destroy him. And basically, because he couldn't prove he didn't do it, he kind of lost his mind and just went off the charts.
Yeah, I really like Homelander's character much better in the comic. I like the writing in general better in the comic.
Yeah, and Mike, yeah, it's funny. Mike felt the same way, honestly. It just feel like they kind of make the TV shows just like the bash the Trump administration rather than like to tell an accurate version of the story, and you can kind of tell.
Yeah, everyone kind of agrees that the worst thing to happen to the TV show was the lead writer or director getting addicted to Twitter.
Oh boy, yeah. I bet you if you just have a Twitter account, the show would be very different.
They're remaking Code Veronica? Yes. I've been hoping for this for a while now, because of all the Resident Evil games, that one could benefit from a remake the most. And it'll be very interesting to see what they do with it. Because Code Veronica is a fun game, but it has some problems.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, one last thing. They're making there's gonna be a new Star Wars game, actually. It's still during the Clone Wars era. It's actually an RTS.
Oh. I'm not very good at RTSs.
Oh, that's probably why. I see.
I've played... I tried to play Age of Empires 2, and I only ever beat the tutorial campaign.
Interesting. Yeah, that's got the highlights there. That's all I can remember, actually. But there were a couple decent announcements, actually. And we're only on the first day. It's gonna be running from today until like Monday, I believe.
That's cool.
And then we also the Xbox showcase on Sunday as well. Although I'd probably be tuning into that one. But if anything big happens there, I'll probably share it either on TPC. If not for next Sunday, then probably the Sunday after.
All right.
Yeah, in addition to that, I have heard rumors that we might get a Switch Direct, Nintendo Direct, sometime next week as well. most likely after Summer Game Fest, but nothing confirmed yet. Though if it's anything like the Star Fox Direct, they'll probably just like shadow announce it like an hour's ahead of the stream. Alright, so basically we're gonna have to walk to the south now because everything's down there. So we will do that. You can't see me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna take... Yeah, I'm gonna take a right. And then... I think we'll take a... Here. Yes. So once you pass that gate, we're gonna take a right, and then a left, and then after that, I might have to go through a building actually. Let's see. No, actually, yes, we're going in the building, but it didn't change the map. So.
Oh yeah, guess what I saw in my YouTube recommended today?
Oh, what's that?
Junie's one of Junie's YouTube videos was on my recommended feed.
Woo woo! Did you watch it?
Nah. I mean, I thought about it for a few seconds, but I'm like, it wasn't really something I was looking. It wasn't really what I was looking to watch. She was talking about how a graphic artist account bot stole some of her work, and I'm like, man, that really sucks.
Yeah, stupid. You know what's crazy though? I spend so much time watching on YouTube and Twitch. I haven't really watched as. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV anymore, mainly because I watch YouTube these days. I mean to watch it all Born Again, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But we are getting Season 2 X-Men 97. I did see Season 1 back in 2024, because this was before I got laid off. And so I'll be looking forward to that. And then I'm going to see if I can watch Season 1 of Born Again before Spider-Man comes out, because Punisher's in that movie. And I just want to make sure we catch up on Punisher's story before... Oh, what's this? There's something here.
Yeah, we've got a quest, hostage negotiations.
Wait, hang on, we got these guys here. Let's take care of them.
What about old Ben Cahob?
They cut him to pieces, left him on the counter in his tap cafe. You, want me to notify his wife?
I should be the one. Just process the scene. Denote out. Welcome to Blue Sector, Gangland Central. For the thugs around here, war is good for business. And I've got terrified citizens to prove it.
You don't appear surprised by this killing.
Not these days. Blue Sector's always had gang trouble, but lately the dominant set, the Coronas, they crossed the line. Their theme used to be hijacking supply runs and armed robbery, the usual stuff. Now they're shaking down folks just trying to help the rebellion. Ben Cahob stockpiling medkits for Republic troops? Great! Cut them down and take the kits. It's enough to make you sick.
If they're trying to undercut civilian support for the rebellion, they could be working for the Empire.
Or maybe they just got greedy. If we don't stop them, two things will happen. Innocent people are gonna keep dying, and support for the rebellion's gonna suffer. Look, I know it's not your job, but the Corona hideout's got assault cannons, shields. My boys would be slaughtered. We need military help.
These gangsters must not be allowed to prey on your citizens.
I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that. Just be careful. They've got defenses in place you'll have to take out, and they're as mean as any Sith.
Alrighty then. Let's progress, shall we?
Hold on.
What?
Siege warfare. Let me check my journal. Okay, so for some reason the hostage negotiations quest didn't. It's not in my journal.
Let's see.
Make sure you.
We have. Oh, I have local trouble. I think that's the one. Check your journal again. It should be called Local Trouble.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's weird. The marker for Agent Holloway is still showing that the quest hasn't been accepted, but I do have the objective marker on my map for local trouble.
Huh, okay. Yeah, maybe there's, maybe we have to do one part first, or maybe there's another quest over here. Do you see anything here? Oh, hang on, we got a terminal here. Wait, we got a terminal here, hold up.
I think that's a lore thing.
Oh, here it is! It's right over here with this big booty lady.
Master Jedi, I hope you
nice description there, Rick. Especially for a girl that age. Way to go!
Name's Holloway. SIS observer, analyst, and right now, helpless bystander.
What's the nature of this task?
One of the last pro-Republic counselors was on a transport headed off-world. The Imperials shot it down over hostile territory. The tracking device on the counselor indicated that he survived the crash, but it failed shortly after.
I'll track him down. I promise.
The imps have already started moving on the crash site. You'll need to hurry to have any chance of finding him first. This is the location of the crash site, an old Resistance hideout nearby. I'll be watching.
You know, it's fair for women of that age to maintain that kind of a vigor. Usually what happens is as they get older, you know, their body tends to change and...
Yeah, things don't really stay in place. It probably helps that she's wearing a bodysuit like that.
Oh yeah, that's fair. If nothing else, especially in a planet like this, with all this explosions going around, it keeps you secure, so in case anything goes south, you're still safe. Alright, I think the battery thing's just up ahead. It should be to... I think in this hallway, actually.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Chibi in the chat, it's Shrek again. Promise de loca promise.
Wait a minute. Wait, where's that?
Warhound.
Yes, so...
Imperial Demolitionist. They've spotted us.
That's alright, it's just two guys. You can take care of them. Got this.
The gravity is keeping her figure from denying its slumps.
Yeah, it looks like she's either late 50s or early 60s.
I would guess 60s to 70s. Sometimes when you're in your 50s or your 40s, all you have is some gray hair.
Yeah, apparently, I think my older sister, I don't know who, but someone found my gray hair in like the back of my head somewhere. It was only one tiny strand, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, you're early graying like me. I found my first gray hair when I was 19. I was in college. I was in community college.
Wow, that soon?
Yeah.
Interesting.
My teenage years were very stressful.
Well, I can tell when you're finding your family all the time. I'd imagine it doesn't help you age too gracefully.
No. I also am pretty sure I'm gonna have eye bags when I'm an old man. I'm gonna look like George Soros.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say George Lucas for a sec there.
Nah, when I think of eye bags, I don't think of George Lucas. When I think of eye bags, I think of old man Soros.
Alright. Now there should be... Oh, I see. We gotta go through that tunnel. We gotta find a way up there somehow. Let's see, maybe we go this way? We can... Oh, wait, there's boulders here. Crap. Okay.
George Soros is an economic terrorist. He uses financial crises to profit off of countries that aren't doing well.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. That's like betting on, like, when World War III will happen on coal sheet. Oh, wait, people already do that.
I don't think there's malicious intent. That would be more like starting World War III so you could win a bet on coal sheet. That's more akin to what Soros does.
Oh, I see. I think... No, you can go this way. That's so weird. I can see the quest there, but I can't get up there.
Also, most notably, he handed over he was a Hungarian Jewish guy who handed over his own people to the Nazis during World War II. Fuck Soros.
Oh wow, that's pretty much
Now, I understand, like, wanting to live and all that, and, like, I don't entirely blame him, but still, it's very dirty. Many thanks. You saved us.
Well, this one a lot better than the other area we went to. Remember the one that had those really tough mercenaries?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one more down here, actually. Hold on.
Nice call.
Yeah, there's a couple of these spread around the area. And let's begin.
You cleared the way. Thank you.
You know what's funny? I had McDonald's today, too, after I cut the grass.
Oh, nice.
It's actually kind of funny. I got 2 filet-o-fish sandwiches with a medium fry.
Bro, why on God's green earth would you get the filet-o-fish from McDonald's?
Because I'm Catholic and it's Friday!
Oh. So, I learned something interesting from my dad the other week, actually. Did you know the reason you guys can't eat meat on Friday is because one of the popes wanted to help out a fishing village that was struggling?
Given that your dad's a queer, you're gonna take that sword with a huge soul.
I mean, fair, but he does know his church history decently well. Now, if you questioned his worship practices, I would be in complete agreement. The fact that the Quakers do not have hymns as part of their sermon, as part of the service, is questionable.
I know your dad wasn't always a Quaker, but how did he become a Quaker?
I have no idea. I don't get the joke. Is fish supposed to be Catholic food? No, so it's not really a joke. It's more Catholics can't eat meat on Friday, but there's an exception for fish.
Yeah, because fish, we don't consider fish to be meat. By meat, we refer to land-based mammals. So think like cows, chickens, well, not dogs, that's a Chinese thing. What's the word? Oh, yes, no, steak is cow too, actually. No.
Yeah. Beef, pork, chicken, that's the usual.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get to, yeah, because I'm saying, we don't eat dog here, why are you saying that? Okay, anyhow, let's get this, oh. Yeah, let's get the cell first, don't fight those guys.
Thank you so much.
Last one. So yeah, if you want to know the Catholic reasoning why, is because you know, because Jesus died on a Friday, being Good Friday, as part to honor his memory, we abstain from meat on Fridays. And I actually thought about this at Branch Brothers a lot. Oh, I'll go into this. One second.
There we go. We've rescued the fox-looking furries.
And we got a security chest here. Now it's mine. Alright, let's head over to the next part. We have a crash site somewhere here. Somewhere in the left side. I'm gonna get it out first.
I was referencing a quote on a cartoon. Ah.
Yeah. Now to discuss my pre-station Branch Brothers. Here in the U.S., they do have a policy where they have like the no meat on Friday rule is primarily observed on during the season of Lent. However, you are still required to offer some penance on Friday because of our Lord's sacrifice. The easiest way to do that is by not eating meat, but there are other options you can do, such as alcohol, or community service, going to confession, you know, things on those lines.
Hey Rick, I got a question for you.
Yes.
How would it be unheard of for a priest to assign reading a part of scripture as part of penance after someone has gone to confession?
I mean, it could happen. It's not like it can't happen. Because the thing with the penance is it usually depends on both like not just what the person did, but like the circumstance of what they're in. And then the priest usually has to fully determine like what the penance is. And yeah, you know, it could be really anything, honestly. But the idea here is that the purpose of the pit is to help guide you, you know, properly in the faith, right? It's supposed to be in a way to where, ideally, it's tailor-made to your specific experience of where you are at your point in life when you go through the process. And the idea is that by doing this, you're not only like restoring relationship with the church, but also, you know, growing in holiness, which is what we all should strive to do.
Right.
Alright, now I gotta find a crash site.
Well, this looks an awful lot like a crash site. In fact, that looks like a helicopter.
Oh, we found it! Okay, now I gotta find the escape pod. I think we found it.
But yeah, like, there's only really two things I don't really agree with my dad on theologically. One is the lack of worship during service, though I get why the Quakers do it, I just don't agree with it.
Let me guess, you think music is heretical?
No, actually, they are very big on listening for the voice of God, and they think that music would distract, and so they sit in silence listening for God to speak to them, and if God doesn't speak to anyone, then it's just silent contemplation, and if he does, then they share what God says among the group and discuss it.
Interesting. Because now in the Catholic tradition, we teach that those who sing, you know, pray twice. That's why hymns are such a huge deal in the church. Actually, in my local parish, there was a time where we didn't have music during Mass, but that was a while ago with a different priest, and since then they brought it back in full circle. Alright, where's that crash pod?
I don't know. This looks an awful lot like a crash site, though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Oh, it looks like
the
you're...
the escape pod's this way, actually. It's actually way over there.
Yeah.
I do see the batteries, though. They're just up ahead.
Yeah. And the other thing I disagree with my dad on theologically is he is what's called a hopeful universalist.
Oh, yes. This I do remember.
I would like Dad to be right, but I don't think he is. Essentially what hopeful universalists believe is that because it is God's will that everyone be saved and God's will is sovereign, that eventually everyone will come to God.
Yeah.
When I asked him how he reconciles that with hell, he believes hell to be a place of corrective punishment because no matter the offense, how grievous, infinite suffering becomes disproportionate to the crime. Which I would say is a understandable perspective, but it doesn't take into account the fact that the offense was made against an infinite being, so...
Yeah, and the biggest issue with that is a sin against the Holy Spirit, which, for those who don't know, at least in Catholic teaching, is basically when a person doesn't allow God to forgive them, or is close to the Holy Spirit. Like, they don't allow it in. And with someone that's point, like, the fact that there is an unforgivable sin does kind of defeat the idea of universalism because, you know, otherwise they could be redeemed somehow. But if they're choosing not to be forgiven, that's on them. Right. Because my stance is that God does want all men to be saved, but we have to actively choose Him, right? It's not like He's going to force us to love Him. That's not what a relationship is.
Right. Love cannot exist by compulsion, therefore there has to be an element of choice involved.
Right. Okay. So now...
Which is one of the big reasons I am not a Calvinist, despite being a Presbyterian.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Presbyterians and Calvinists are two different things.
No, well... Yes and no. Calvinism largely started with the Presbyterians and oh god, I'm getting my history mixed up. So, John Calvin is where the term comes from, and there's 5 points of Calvinism that's commonly talked about when people are trying to define it. There's, let me see if I can remember. The acronym is TULIP. Total depravity is what the T stands for, meaning we are so evil we cannot choose God of our own volition, which is where they get the concept of the elect from. And that's the part about, like, predestination, which, or no, U. What was the U? U was...
You're gonna Google it?
Yeah, might as well. Cover me.
I got you.
Oh, unconditional election. Unconditional election, in contrast to the Arminian view that God elected some based off on their foreseen faith in Christ, Reformed theology teaches the doctrine of unconditional election. This means that God's election of sinners to salvation is not conditioned on anything outside of God's nature. God is not dependent on, in any way, on his creatures. That part I do agree with. Limited atonement. That's point 3. In contrast to the Arminian view that Christ's death was for all of humanity, making the redemption of all human beings possible, Reformed theology teaches the doctrine of limited atonement, or better, definite atonement. This means that rather than making redemption possible, Christ actually accomplished the redemption of those for whom he died. So, basically saying Christ's salvation was only subject to the elect. Which, again, is another point I completely disagree with.
Yeah, that's extremely heretical. Because when Jesus was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, he was praying on behalf of, like, all of mankind in the garden. And he was, like, sweating, bleeding, and crying. He went through all of that. I don't think that would be nearly as intense if it was only for, like, a handful of people through the ages.
4 is irresistible grace. In contrast to the Arminian view that grace is resistible, Reformed theology teaches the doctrine of irresistible grace. Reformed theology teaches that the Holy Spirit will regenerate all those for whom Christ died. While unbelievers may resist the external call of the gospel, the elect among them will hear and respond to the internal call. God will sovereignly give them the gift of faith, and they will walk out of the tomb of spiritual death. Again, another point I disagree with. Perseverance of the saints. Finally, in contrast to the Arminian view that truly regenerate Christians can fall away permanently from the faith, Reformed theology teaches the doctrine of the perseverance of the saints. Those who have been chosen by God, those for whom Christ died, and who have been called out of death to life, God will preserve by his grace until the end. No one will ever snatch them out of their Father's hand. This one I'm kind of 50-50 on. I get where it's coming from, but I'm pretty sure that it's not true, because I've seen Christians fall away, and then I've also seen Christians who've fallen away come back. So...
yeah, that's how I get the story of the prodigal son.
Right. So yeah, I basically only agree with one point of Calvinism, which is the U, and I don't even remember what that is.
Yeah, it's basically the idea that, that we don't will the cooperation, but more so God does himself, which I kind of question that one there, but I think that's what it was.
Oh, unconditional election. Yeah.
I see.
Okay, we still need to defeat gangsters, and what else are we doing?
That's a great question. Let me check the map. There's rooftop access. I think we need to find that. There's Zone 12. That's my story mission. There's an escape pod over here, and then yeah, that's about it. Oh, there's one for you up to the north, the Crash Republic Center.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Since we're right here, let's defeat these 4 guys and try and get that that bonus objective wrapped up. Chibi in the chat, just gonna lurk, gonna be on mute for a bit. Alright, enjoy your lurk, Chibi. Thanks for stopping in.
Whoa, okay.
Alright, now I see another one of those gun turrets up here and one of the guys. So let's kill the guy first and then we'll take out the turret. Whoa! That was a shockwave.
Yeah, turrets seem to do that. That takes care of those
I find it
guys.
interesting that you call some of the points of Calvinism heretical.
Well, yeah, because obviously I'm not Calvinist.
Right. But I mean, I don't know if I would go so far as to say that the views are wrong about God, or that they destroy faith. I would just think they are I would just think that they're misinformed, not really. Wait, is every heresy damnable, or are only some heresies damnable?
It depends on the scale as well. Usually a heresy is really just a misunderstanding about the faith, and in most cases usually not damnable. When it goes to the point where you're openly defying the church and going your own way, that's when it becomes a problem.
Interesting.
Much like, you know, the Calvinists, and the Lutherans, and the Anglicans, and the Presbyterians. Basically, 9% of the denominations would be either in some form of light or extreme error. Because really, the whole thing about Protestant is that it's in protest of the Pope, where rather than being essential to the Bishop of Rome, they effectively see themselves as their own Pope. And it's especially true in non-denominational circles, where they just kind of just pick what they want and go from there.
Okay, I'll give you that bit about non-denominationals, but I don't think you're entirely accurate about the more traditional branches. So I think if we need to get to the escape pod for your guy...
Well, the escape pod's for both of us. Mine is to the south.
Descent says here... No, Descent's just for you.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. So, the question is, how do we get to that? Because this map, this overworld map is not helpful, and it doesn't look like there's paths that lead to it.
I think we head south this...
Wait a minute, I think I found it. I see a red tunnel with an energy barrier, and I'm willing to bet it's green for you.
No, it's red for me too.
Oh, that's odd. Okay.
That's for the smuggler. You know you can hover over the red walls, right?
Oh. I just never thought to do that.
You're telling me to play this game for over a decade and you've never even tried that?
Pretty much.
Of course. Anyway, here's what we'll do. Let's get the escape pod first, it's just up ahead. Then we'll circle back and find our way towards that other part, actually. I think we can get to my story mission through this area here. We gotta fight through some enemies, but...
Let's do it!
Path up ahead.
There. Good as new.
But no, the reason I say you were off about Protestants seeing their own head of the church as the Pope is because Protestants don't see their pastor as the head of the church. They see God himself as the head of the church. Which I know you guys do too, but it's like, it feels like an important distinction to make there.
Right, let me put it this way, a better way to kind of explain it. If Jesus is the king of the kingdom of Christ, the Pope is the prime minister. Like, the idea is that the Pope basically rules the church on earth, while Christ is up in heaven. But he rules on behalf of Christ, he doesn't rule of his own accord.
That's a pretty good analogy.
Because the idea with the Prime Minister is that, because back in the ancient days, the king was actually supposed to fight on behalf of the people, so they're the ones that would actually lead the armies into war. But while the king was away, the nation still had to be governed, so when the king was away, the Prime Minister would step in and lead the kingdom. So he'd be responsible for the litigation and ruling duties of the kingdom, while the king is off fighting a war. Or while the king is away, more accurately. Alrighty, let's figure out what's going on here.
Well, I see a lot of enemies.
Let's take them down. Take him down.
Oh yeah, Rick, I learned some interesting church history the other day.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, apparently our little mission with Branch Brothers would be very frowned upon if the Catholic Church had not done Vatican II. Because apparently it was against the rules for Catholics to be in fellowship with non-Catholics.
Oh, I think I can see why. That probably dates back to the Counter-Reformation. Because the idea is that, like, because if I remember correctly, I haven't looked at this in a bit, but to my understanding is during that time period, especially back in the early days of the Counter-Reformation / Reformation, there was clear effort to, like, distinguish between, like, those who were on the right path of the church and those who were kind of breaking away, especially during that time. And so, I think it's meant to ensure that, like, people didn't, like, get astray into error, because, like, especially for those who aren't as firm in their faith, if they aren't firm in their faith, they could just convert as well, and that could be, like, an issue, because, like, they are just joining the Protestant faith. Whereas in our case, you know, we have mutual respect for one another, but we're not necessarily trying to convert the other.
No.
I mean, don't worry, I would love for you to be Catholic, but I want to force it, though.
Right, and I would love to see you become Protestant, but I'm like, that's not happening. I know that's not happening.
Yeah, me becoming Protestant is like me becoming a Democrat. It's just not happening anytime soon. Alright, where's the end of this?
I will give you this. I'd probably go Catholic before I go Muslim.
Hey,
if the Muslims took over America and wiped out all the Protestants, I'd be like, okay, I'm joining your guys. I'm joining your guys' branch now. We need to seriously do something about this. Let's start another crusade.
Yeah, pretty much. We were the ones that went to war, kept the Muslims out of Europe. Well, most of Europe, I would say. We did get them out of Spain eventually. That took a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Though, nice to take back the Holy Land, but, you know, that's probably for another day. Alright, let's open this thing up.
The impact of the landing has jammed the escape pod's hatch.
Hey! There he is!
Lieutenant here is gonna need a shower. He's been in that escape pod for weeks.
Sorry about the wait. We came as fast as we could.
Here, one Imperial Dreadnought's complete tactical database, safe and sound.
Ooh!
We should share this with Republic Command and the Jedi Council at once. Not right away. One of these files is corrupted, deliberately maybe. I need Holiday to fix it before we pass it on. Is there somewhere secure we can go to fix the file? Its audio was broken up, but I heard it might have intel about the first son.
A friend of ours, Captain Dryzen, has a safe position.
I'm not sure I can keep up. I got bounced around pretty hard.
Perhaps this would be a good time for you to meet our new friends.
Hey! There they are.
Oh, one of the Pomeranians had puppies.
It'll make his injuries worse. More dark enclosed spaces? If there's a Colto pack at the end, I'm game. See you at this shelter.
He's got a new tattoo on his face. I don't know if you noticed that. Alrighty, we got him down. Let's get out of here. Alrighty, yeah, so I'm gonna head back to the shelter. Well, I gotta head back to the shelter next, but first we gotta get that. Let's get that escape pod.
I thought we just got the escape pod.
No, that was over my story mission. This is the one for the side quest.
Oh.
Really, man?
Yeah, one of the other things that differentiates me from other Presbyterians is I am not an iconoclast either.
Interesting. What caused that stand? Let me guess. It was because of me, right?
No, actually, I've just always been of the mind that depicting Jesus is fine. It's... I don't get why some Christians have this autism where we cannot depict Christ. It's...
Well, the issue is they take, like, basically the first commandment out of context, because that was designed to prevent, like, idol worship, but...
Right.
The problem with a lot of Presbyterians, or even the early Protestant movements, that they associated, like, any image of God as, like, an idol. Like, you worship the image. It's like, no, we're worshiping like, saying that we worship an image of Jesus, worshiping the image, is like saying that a picture of grandma means you worship your grandma. Like,
exactly.
That's not how that logic works.
Exactly. Although, I will admit, I do find it a bit off-putting to have the giant crosses of very detailed crucified Jesus in chapels or cathedrals off-putting. I would use an empty cross if it was larger. But if you're having like a cross necklace and you have like a less detailed crucified Jesus on there, yeah, in fact that's actually what mine is like. Well, when it was before it broke. For some reason Jesus fell off, and I haven't gotten the time or resources to glue him back on. So Jesus is in my wallet, and I just wear a plain wooden cross right now.
Oh, I see.
Which, it's funny, it's not the first time this has happened either.
Yeah, I actually used to have a rosary when I was younger. Although, stupidly, I used to wear as a necklace, like a gold chain or something. It's really stupid. Because nowadays, you're not supposed to wear a rosary. It's meant for prayer. Because I was a kid, I didn't know any better. And, like, what happened was I was playing Project Cross Zone on my 3DS on a boat ride. While I was on the boat, my thing got caught on a table and it broke in half.
Oh, shit.
I still have the cross, but, like, the necklace itself was all the rosary got all messed up.
That's really funny. That reminds me of how I tried to wear that saint pendant like a necklace.
Oh. Interesting.
Because remember, I told you about that, and you're like, Seth, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be something you hold on to, not something you wear. I'm like, oh, well, that explains why it's so small.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rosary. It's meant for, like, prayer and reflection. Like, unless you're like a small child, it's not gonna fit you anyways. Weren't you choking on that thing?
No. For being a fat guy, I have a surprisingly small neck.
Interesting. I guess all the fat's in your belly, then.
And my face. I have legitimately considered facial reconstruction surgery just so that way I don't have such a fucking disgusting face.
Dude, just lose the weight.
I did. And the problem is, because I was off my ADHD meds for a year because I couldn't get into contact with my psychiatrist, they went incommunicado with me. I gained a bunch of it back.
Oh, interesting. Alright, let's open this thing up.
You saved me. I can't thank you enough. I thought that pod would be my tomb. The counselor will be safe with the resistance until your SIS can come for him. Thank you once again.
That's a big boy. Alright, now I gotta speak with the agent about our friend. So, let's see.
Shouldn't we head back to the those officers we talked to with the about the murder and the gun turrets?
Yes, I know where they are. We gotta walk there though, because there's no warp point to this area.
Yeah.
Let's just head out here, and then it should be a straightaway to that location. There is a rooftop access section, but I don't know how to get there. I thought I did, but it was just under dead end. It was weird. Because it looks like you can come in through the top, but I don't see a way in that way.
So I learned some interesting Lord of the Rings lore the other day.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, apparently Tom Bombadil was meant to be Tolkien inserting C.S. Lewis into the story.
Whoa, that's crazy. Wait, did the Lord of the Rings trilogy come out before or after the Chronicles of Narnia?
Let me look that up. When was Lord of the Rings written? 1937 and 1949, although the first volume was not published until July 1954. When was Chronicles of Narnia written? 1948 and 1954, though they were published sequentially between 1950 and 1956. So, around the same time, essentially.
Ah, interesting. I do find crazy that Lord of the Rings got like a pretty solid film trilogy, and yet Chronicles of Narnia has not gotten close to the same kind of quality adaptation.
Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating, because it's some of the best children's literature in existence.
Yeah, last I heard, Netflix was trying to bastardize it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not news. They're bastardizing everything.
Did you know that, actually, have you heard anything about the new Masters of the Universe movie coming out?
I've heard mixed things about it. Some people say it looks really good. I personally think it looks like fun, but I've heard some people say it is utter shit and garbage.
Yeah, it depends who you ask. I will say this, though. Like, The Mandalorian Grogu's done so poorly at the box office that IMAX actually ended the IMAX run early to give spaces for He-Man. Keep in mind, Mandalorian Grogu lost out to like 2 indie films that are made by Zoomer YouTubers.
Yeah,
One
the
of whom is only a
Backrooms
year
film
younger
looks...
than me.
I'm surprised by how good the Backrooms film looks. I want to watch
my
it.
nephew went to yeah, my nephew saw it earlier today. He really enjoyed it.
But yeah, I don't know if you're aware of this part, but when Tolkien was writing Tom Bombadil and him not getting involved with the War of the Ring, that was a dig at his friend C.S. Lewis not being not being Catholic. that was a playful dig at him.
Yeah, it was funny because I think what happened was C.S. Lewis was actually an atheist, and then he was trying to help his friend become Catholic, but ended up becoming Protestant instead.
Yeah. And you know, the way I look at it, now that I've matured and realized that you guys aren't nearly as bad as I thought, I'm starting to get the impression that God has a plan for both Protestants and Catholics, and maybe our different versions of Christianity both serve a purpose in God's design.
That's fascinating. Hey, before we go there, I want to check one last thing, and if this doesn't work out, then we'll head back.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see if I can hit to that door just because it's literally right there, and I think I found it.
Hey, nice work!
I saw this path on the map, I'm like, let me try this area. Alrighty then, so it looks like, if we go this way... Yes, there's a bridge just up ahead. Alrighty. Yes, there's the door. Alright, we made it. This is it. This is the place. Awesome.
Here comes the cavalry!
Woohoo! Alright, it looks like it's just up ahead.
Is this some story objective of yours?
No, this is just a side quest for both of us.
That's interesting. I don't see anything on the map.
Really? I remember we both accepted the quest.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just for you.
You must have not accepted it then.
No, I accepted it. I know I did. I knew something was off. No matter.
Did you see it when we got the first one?
Yeah, yeah. Although, interestingly, with the first one, it wouldn't let me interact with that either.
Oh, you must have accepted the quest then.
But we approached the same guy and followed the same prompts.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I wonder why it didn't work for you.
Who knows?
That's alright then. Let's hit back to those two guys first, and then we can warp to the... Oh, hang on.
I wonder if I can jump back up there. Nope.
It's too late now. Geronimo! Oh. Let's just head to the next part.
Yep.
Yeah, when I run while I'm in combat, it kind of looks like I have to use the bathroom and trying to find a toilet.
Yeah.
Only when in combat. Normally I run pretty fast. I think I move so slow. It's like, oh no, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hey Seth, I don't know if I ever actually. Have you ever clogged the toilet?
Yeah. I imagine everyone has at least once in their life.
I actually haven't.
Huh.
Those gangsters won't be giving you any more trouble.
You saved a lot of lives today. Who knows if the rebellion would have survived with the Coronas leeching off support.
You can get back to taking care of your citizens.
With pleasure. Be safe out there. And thank you.
Time for tacos.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
I've been following your progress. The Counselor is safe and sound for now. Once the coast is clear, I'll take a team for exfiltration. The Senate needs to hear firsthand what happened to Correllia's government. We'll make sure the Counselor can tell them. Fine work, all of you. The Republic couldn't ask for better defenders.
Helping others is both a duty and an honor.
Stay safe out there.
Alright. Now we have an objective for me just to the northeast a little bit.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Let me see.
That's just what we needed.
Don't worry, we got these guys.
Oh, I think I see the tunnel up ahead.
I do as well.
I still can't believe the Backrooms movie is good. I was expecting that to be trash.
Why? Because of the memes?
No, more because of the history of internet horror movies, like that Slender Man movie that came out in 2018 or 2019.
See, I think that's kind of like the video game movie situation where those older films were made by people trying to cash in on the hype of the meme, whereas this film was made by someone who's actually a fan of the Backroom storyline.
Yeah, that's a pretty good explanation.
That's actually why video game movies have been getting better lately, is because they're being made by people who actually played the games and love the characters.
Oh, we got a Sith over here.
Tinky and the Sith. We got people here. We gotta save them. Oh no!
Oh!
Right in the head. Screw you! Hey! Oh!
Those assassins had me at a disadvantage. Thank you, old friends.
Master Coix, you look exhausted. Are you hurt?
Just getting old, Kira. Happens to the best of us.
Oh, this is
Before
Kira's
they
former
attacked,
master!
The Sith showed me a hollow of Master Braga. He ordered them to kill me.
Master Braga is a puppet. The Emperor was trying to demoralize you.
Seeing our most peace-loving master speaking with such hatred was horrifying.
Master Satele appointed me Supreme Commander of Jedi forces here. You should meet our reinforcements at these coordinates.
I fear I'm not much of a soldier. I've never truly recovered from what happened on Tatooine. I've barely managed to survive so far. Perhaps my talents are better applied elsewhere.
We can do this without her.
I could focus on evacuating the wounded to the medical transports.
Oh wow, that's not alignment-based?
Saving lives is just as important as stopping the enemy. Go and save all the wounded you can.
When you find Master Braga, please bring him home alive. May the Force be with you.
I completely forgot Kira had a master before me.
Well, yeah, how's it... Wait, you don't remember how you got her?
Well, I mean... Not in every aspect, no. I'm so used to her being, you know, my Padawan, and... It makes the situation make even less sense now. Like, why would the Council appoint me her master when she already had one?
Maybe because the master got so corrupt that, like, she needed time away to heal, and so that's how you got in the story?
Well, not corrupt, but injured, sure, but...
You know what we can do? Let's actually warp up ahead, so that way we'll get to the other side and get these other objectives faster.
Good call. Which one should we go to? Gilded Descent Casino, Blasted Shipyards, or Shipwright Cantina?
Let's head to the, Let's go to Cantina then. It's right there, actually. So we'll go there and we'll walk away to the other one.
Okay. Avalon in the chat. Maybe her master tried to do the naughty with her. I would know. I know.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happened.
No, that's me you're thinking of, Avalon. I did that. Before we were married.
Okay, that's dirty.
Yeah. Not my finest moment, but hey, I'm playing a character, not myself. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm entirely playing myself as my character.
Alrighty then. Hello, Captain. Ready to go?
If the Republic can't save Correllian, the Empire wins.
I went to the cantina. Are you... Oh, you went to the casino! Well, shit, I'm on a cooldown.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you... Oh, so where's the casino? Is that the starting area, or is that further south?
No, I went to the cantina. The place you're at is the casino. Because you said to go to the cantina.
Oh, that's right. I was... Actually, wait, I can warp to the shipyard. Oh, wait, it's undiscovered. Never mind. That's alright then. Just be at the casino. We'll rendezvous at the casino.
We can do that.
You're pretty close there anyways. Just come into the south end and you'll rendezvous there. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Because I thought it said spaceport, that's why I got mixed up. I read the wrong thing.
Happens to the best of us.
That's actually the first time I've warped to the wrong location. It's kind of like when Ben stops in the Omnitrix to become Jet Ray and turns into like Bug Freak and Sigfly instead.
Yeah. I should watch more Ben 10. Actually, I should just watch more shit in general. I have like this whole library of shows and movies on my computer, and I haven't watched anything in God knows how long.
Yeah, that's kind of me with Daredevil. I'm trying to watch it since last year. I just never got around to it.
I probably could do it tonight while I'm putting away my laundry.
You know, they have a complete box set of Ben 10 on DVD.
Oh yeah, no, I have it too.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, I bought the I bought the entirety of the animated series or original run back when I was working for Stanford, I believe. I also have the live action movie.
Which one?
The one with Eon.
Ah, I gotcha.
I forget if that's Secret of the Omnitrix or Race Against Time.
That is Secret of the Omnitrix. Race Against Time was, that was one based on the Alien Force cast. No, that was Alien Swarm, actually. Race Against Time, I believe, was the animated one.
No, I remember now. Secret of the Omnitrix was the one with the Omnitrix self-destructing, and Race Against Time had Eon, and I always felt like those two movie names should have been swapped.
We're starting to wonder if you'd make it back. Glad you didn't bring the Empire with you.
The Solonians made it to the red light sector. The Imperials were too scattered by your attack to stop them.
Goss is helping her sept settle in. I didn't thank you properly earlier.
I hope neither of you were scarred by Imperial captivity.
The Empire has turned Coronet City into a battlefield. Spending a few hours as their prisoner was nothing.
Your actions gained you more than one ally. Goss had her people confirm the Solonian tunnels ran underneath Coronet shipping. The Solonians were forced out of the tunnels by the Empire. Plenty of predators moved in afterwards. You'll have to be careful.
If the Imperials know about the tunnels, won't they know I'm coming?
They know they're empty and dangerous. They have no idea where the tunnels actually run.
As long as you're down there, you could clear some of those predators out. The Solonians would like their homes back someday.
The tunnels will bypass the shock troops.
Oh yeah, we're already at war. Why not throw in some pest control?
Will be inside. Don't underestimate him.
Would a man like Captain Granta listen to reason?
Shock troops are used for one thing: direct assault. Negotiation's not in their vocabulary.
You'll find the neutron emitters outside, somewhere with a clear shot at the tram system. This spike should override any Imperial security. The neutron emitters will interfere with portable comm transmissions. Once you're inside, contact me through Coronet Shipping's system.
Avalon in the chat. Light side, play as a Christian missionary. Dark side, play as a Scientologist. Maximalist neutral, play as a Mormon. Minimalist neutral, play as Ayn Rand. Wait, I fail to see how the Mormons are neutral.
Yeah, aren't anyone wants to see that like black people are people who are neutral in like the war against God or something?
Something weird like that. Those Mormons are goofballs.
You know what? Actually, the funny about the Mormons is that they're actually pretty progressive since they update their religion based on the standards of the times.
Yeah, that's how you know they're not a religion. God is whatever we want him to be, said every progressive Christian ever.
Yep. Look at you, James Tallarico.
I've never heard of him before.
He's the guy running for the Senate race in Texas.
Oh.
As a Democrat, of course.
Avalon in the chat. Mormons will rubber band between radical evil and radical good. Ayn Rand will only ever pick whatever personally benefits her. See, that's true neutral right there. Ayn Rand is true neutral.
Yeah, mainly Ayn Rand came up with a response to if you think about it, individualism was basically a secular response to collectivism.
Pretty much.
Which itself was a collectivist ideology.
I still can't believe me forcing Kira's master to fight instead of do medical evac was not a dark side choice. I didn't go with that option, but like, that's really fucked up. Forcing someone who's too weary to fight is, like, doesn't that seem a bit dark side to you?
It is a bit strange. But I've seen weirder things.
Oh, you're back. The Solonians brought your friend in a little while ago. The captain here patched me up. Luckily, they build those escape pods tough.
Lieutenant mentioned you must fix corrupted file he found. Something important?
This file could help us catch one of the masterminds behind the war. Oh, wow. If you need our holo transmitter to check it, go right ahead.
We'll give privacy to work. Best luck, Jedi.
Let's see what we got here.
Someone corrupted this file into a big sticky mess. If there's anything about the First Son in here, it's all mixed up. Ooh, the Jedi Archives. They restore old files all the time, don't they? If I linked in, I could fix this in a snap.
Do not give her access to the Jedi Archives! We don't need the Jedi knowing that AI's browsing history!
Sending a request to the Jedi Council now.
Ah, you're all right. Reports of the fighting on Corellia have been dire.
Indeed. We have the Guardian holds to oversee, troops to organize, and you want to access the Jedi Archives? Now?
This file relates directly to the children of the Emperor and their leader.
In that case, you may have full access.
Restoration in progress. Done. The file is... Oh, Jedi. You need to see this. Right now.
Too risky. My superiors here still think the Empire will forget its debts.
The children of the Emperor will remind them. When the Republic falls, I will ensure Corellia's government is rewarded for aiding us.
We've never heard of a first son. How can we trust you're as powerful as you say?
Because we met once, Secretary.
Holy shit!
Coruscant. Do you still doubt I can do anything I wish?
Can't believe what I'm seeing.
What have we done?
Contact CO quickly.
You've arrived. Your forces are landing. The Guardian holds are standing strong. The battle may yet go our way.
Our way? Don't you mean the Emperor's? Isn't that who you really serve? First son?
We should give him a chance to explain.
CO, please. Tell me this isn't true.
I'm afraid he cannot. I believe it is now CO's turn to be silent and watch. Fate has set me a challenge. I had hoped for more time, but all things must adapt or die.
Release CO Bakarn immediately.
He is beneath your reach now, Jedi. In the place I was forced to occupy. You kindly entrusted the Guardian holds to me, and I, in turn, entrusted them to my brothers and sisters. Goodbye, Jedi, Satele, and thank you.
Oh, this is bad.
We just lost communication to the Guardian holds. All our troops, their leaders.
If he takes the Guardian holds, he can take Coronet City. That's the entire purpose of the holds. Corellia is lost.
If we succumb to despair, there can only be failure. If we fight, we may succeed.
That is true. We must act.
We must ensure the Guardian holds are not in enemy hands. But if they have fallen, your forces are our best hope to retake them.
We won't let you down, Master Satele.
The closest is Guardian Hold 6, a large walker factory. General Abe's team could get you there, past any Imperial resistance.
I'll send word to our allies to meet us there, Jedi.
Guardian Hold 6 must be saved. If CO, if the first sun has already struck, you are our only hope.
Jedi, we were heading to Guardian Hold 6, the walker factory, when we received a distress signal. It's bad. Guardian Hold 6 has been taken by the enemy, apparently from within, and the other.
It weirds me out that that guy looks like me when I was younger.
If someone's calling for help, there must be survivors.
Apparently, a few soldiers escaped the fighting. They've made a small camp. We could meet you there and put a strategy together.
Let these soldiers know that reinforcements are on the way.
Actually, I'm not sure how that'll be received. We tried contacting the man in charge, but he's being difficult. Could you hurry?
Alrighty then.
So that was a hell of a revelation.
Didn't we fight that guy earlier, or was it someone else?
I recognized him, but I don't know.
Because I fought a Jedi who looked just like him, and he was corrupted by the dark side.
Yeah. I think you're right.
That's so weird. We're bringing two different versions of the same guy. One that actually was corrupted by the Emperor, the other who's secretly the first son.
He could be a triple agent.
Now that would be interesting.
He was the first son all along, acted as a Jedi, acted like he fell to the dark side. We sent him back, and then he just continued being an Imperial spy as the first son.
Interesting. All right. Now let's do your thing real quick, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay, my Where is my thing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it
should be this.
Should be around here. Oh, there's the thing.
I think... Yeah, it's up ahead. We were on the wrong floor.
I hope we show up in each other's ending cutscene.
That would be nice.
All Jedi reinforcements are present and accounted for. General Var Suthra is requesting you on a priority channel. Patching him through now.
Hello, my old friend. I understand you're Supreme Commander of the Jedi forces here.
I see you're back in the thick of things. What can I do for you, sir?
Master Satele has informed me you're looking for a Jedi Master helping the enemy. I'm placing my resources at your disposal. I have a base camp in Labor Valley. Bring your people to my position.
I'll make sure everyone gets to the next transport. You don't need to wait for us.
I'll see you soon, my friend. Var Suthra, out.
And I just got a lightsaber. Ew, it's the Darth Malgus hilt.
Oh no. Alright, well, I think that covers everything. We ran a little bit over time, but that's okay, because yours was right there, so I wanted to get that done real quick. But now that we do, we are all set for the next phase of the story.
Yeah, we have major shit to get into next time we, next Friday.
Yep.
Alright, we are going to raid somebody. Our raid message is, of course, going to be, may the Force be with you.